behind my intention, you know? And then long story short, I ended up actually getting that job.
Damn, yo.
Yeah, it was my dream job. I loved working there. I learned so much about myself. However, it made me question a lot of, again, who I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's constantly this.
Constantly.
You think you're there,
Yes.
right? You think you got there.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, it's not what you thought.
Yeah.
And it's, again, self-evaluation
Yes.
time, right?
It's always me trying to, I guess, get to a place where I feel like, okay, this is where I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel confident. I'm going to feel grounded, all of those things. But when I get there, I'm like, oh no, like, there's so much more work to be done.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was very challenging. Like, I was grateful. However, I was very conflicted with the person that I was, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know how I wanted to represent myself. And because of the industry that I'm in, it was very, I guess, like, there was a lot of pressure to be a certain way. Yeah.
Of course, you're working with celebrity. You're working with like jewelry district.
Yeah.
The jewelry district is similar to the fashion district.
Yeah.
It's hectic, right?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's cutthroat. It's business, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Then if can I ask you what about? Yeah, please take a sip of water. And what about like the jewelry and like that business and that industry attracted you though? Because like I saw a lot of your girls like what you're doing, like making these girls and whatnot, like. You're fucking good. Like, I don't know a lot, but like based on what I see, like that shit's not easy, right? It's an art, if anything.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, when I started on the bench, like making the jewelry, I realized how much I liked working with like small things. Like I was always making things very very small. Like, you know, I used to make like little miniature sculptures. Like that was like the size of my pinky, like when I was a kid.
Pinky.
Yeah, like things like that.
For sure.
I liked working with small things. And then but what heavily influenced me was hip hop. Growing up, I didn't know what I was feeling, and I felt like hip hop, like Tupac was saying exactly what I was feeling. Like, I couldn't put it into words.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Straight up, record.
Yeah. So like when I listened to that, when I first listened to Tupac, it was like it just opened up the doors to like everything hip hop, you know. And then me growing up, that was like the time
of what you grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
But that was the time that you just like kind of really explored that then and whatnot.
Because I got the freedom. I finally had the freedom to be, you know, like, okay, I couldn't listen to music. Okay, I listened to everything, and hip hop was the one.
That
I was like,
you.
yeah, I was like, this is who I am. Like, this is what I'm about. Like, that's the thing that got me up in the morning. That's the one that like I cried to. You know, like it was there for me. You know.
Sure.
And and then the era that I grew up in with hip hop, it was all big chains, like gold teeth, like everything.
Was it like the spinner days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, 50, dude, like the G unit.
All of that, the big hoops, like the name hoops,
right,
all of that. Yeah, that was like what I bought when I turned 18. I was like, I need gold hoops.
Every other girl,
I took my mom to Sloss and Swap Meet. She's like, what
are we doing here?
I was like, I gotta get my name hoops, mom.
Yeah, your mom is a G, yo, for sure.
She really is.
So like that culture just attracted you. And it was a godsend for you in the sense that it was, you got to explore all of that, and it's just what clicked to you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For sure.
That's the only thing that got me through, I feel like I think just trying to discover who I was. That's the only thing that felt very like
real
me.
to you.
Yeah,
and, like authentic to who you
Yeah.
are.
Man,
that's like, cause like what I respect is like your constant search, like for your identity, like not, or how do you say it? Not settling. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Not being content.
Yeah.
So then.